who's been missing for 5 days. We'll tell you who she is and where she was last seen.
And cases are up on the PALOUSE again. What you need to know, coming up on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening. I'm Ava Wainhouse.
And I'm Derek Strom. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
To start us off tonight, we want to stress that Rebecca MADRIGALEJOS is still missing here in Pullman. If you take a look at your screen, you can see a photo posted by Pullman PD of Rebecca. She is 50 years old, has black hair and brown eyes, and is 5'3", weighing 130 pounds. Rebecca was last seen wearing a gray hoodie, navy jeans, and black and white shoes on Northeast B Street Sunday, September 12th, around 6:30 p.m. If you have any information about Rebecca's whereabouts, please call the number on your screen. WSU is at its lowest enrollment rate since 2015. WSU Pullman received their enrollment reports this morning and found that 29,843 students are enrolled at WSU system-wide this year. That's down 4.2% from last year, along with the freshman class enrollment down 4.4%. This is the first time Pullman has seen under 30,000 students in 6 years.
Over 16,000 Cougar vaccination cards have been uploaded and verified by Cougar Health Services. That means that 93% of students system-wide complied with WSU's vaccine requirement and are fully vaccinated. A few hundred students used religious and medical exemptions, and 7% of students have yet to upload their vaccination status. If you forgot to upload yours, contact Cougar Health Services for more information. Local health agencies reported 29 new COVID-19 cases on the PALOUSE on Wednesday. There have been no new COVID-related deaths reported. The newest cases include one person between ages 3 to 5, 3 people between ages 18 to 29, 5 people in their 30s, 2 in their 40s, 2 in their 50s, 1 in their 60s, and 2 in their 70s.
The driver of a logging truck that went off a highway east of Lewiston died Wednesday. According to Idaho State Police, William Jared was about 20 miles from Lewiston when his truck went off the right shoulder, came back onto the road, then went over the left shoulder and down an embankment. His truck ended up on the edge of the Clearwater River. Jared was pronounced dead at the scene.
Whitman County firefighters and Whitman County Sheriff deputies responded to a plane crash at around 11 a.m. Wednesday, just outside the PALOUSE. The Sheriff's Office reports on a flight instructor and a student made a hard touchdown on the airstrip at Ringo Road and suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The Sheriff's Office didn't release the names of the instructor or student.
Another wildfire in northern Idaho last night. Spokane County firefighters are working alongside Whitman County firefighters to contain this brush fire that broke out around 8:40 last night in between Washington, Latah, and Plummer, Idaho. A social media post by Spokane County Fire District 8 shows the fire is burning near Idaho and Painter roads. There is still no information on how big this fire is or how it started. The previous burn ban instated by WSU officials has been updated. According to WSU Insider, charcoal grills, wood-burning campfires, and bonfires are still prohibited. However, the following items are now allowed if they're over a non-flammable surface at least 5 feet from flammable vegetation. This list includes portable propane fire pits, propane barbecues, pellet grills, and electric and pellet smokers. These restrictions are still set to be in effect until 11:59 p.m. on Halloween.
The Horticulture Club is back in business. Like many student-run clubs around the WSU system, COVID-19 put a huge financial strain on the Horticulture Club. Right before the WSU campus closed down in spring 2020, the Horticulture Club had around $53,000 worth of plants for the canceled Moms Weekend, which is typically their largest sale of the year. This fall, the club has students and they are beginning to sell plants again. The first club sale, which is a planned succulent sale, is tomorrow on Terrell Mall from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. As the COVID-19 surge drags on, Idaho public health leaders announced the statewide healthcare rationing today. This announcement comes after St. Luke's Health System, Idaho's largest hospital network, asked health leaders to allow crisis standards of care. The increase of COVID-19 patients has exhausted the state's medical resources. Crisis standards of care would mean resources like ICU beds will be given to patients most likely to survive. Other patients would be treated with less effective methods. Idaho is one of the least vaccinated states in the U.S., with only about 40% of residents fully vaccinated. West Virginia and Wyoming have even fewer.
The University of Idaho ranked second among all U.S. public colleges for best value in the West. The U.S. News and World Report put U of I in the top 6 percentile of all universities on the top public schools list. The ranking comes from comparing the overall quality of the institution to the university's price and need-based aid given. And with all those factors in mind, Idaho ranks second overall in the nation. Way to go, U of I. Vaccines could soon be required for international travel into the U.S.
And from the sunny skies of yesterday to the chilly breezes today, we got your forecast and more stories for you right after the break.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
The Biden administration is considering requiring COVID vaccinations and contact tracing for international travelers coming to the U.S. The U.S. currently bars most non-Americans who have traveled to China, India, the U.K., most of Europe and Brazil in the previous 14 days. Airlines and travel companies have pushed Biden to ease restrictions, particularly for the UK.
Washington's unemployment rate remains at 5.1%, and the state added 16,800 jobs last month, says officials on Wednesday. The Employment Security Department says that August rate was the same as July's rate, and that the job gains came even as health concerns remain amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, we've had a little bit cooler weather lately, but my fingers are crossed that things are going to get better for the game on Saturday. Here's Sona with your weather.
Thanks, Derek. Let's take a look at the weather for today. It was a little bit chilly this morning and then sunny with a high of about 65 degrees, but that is going to 65 degrees and a low of 39 degrees. Now, that's not going to last long as we move into the night. It's going to be partly cloudy with a low of 39 degrees. And now let's look at tomorrow with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. Now let's take a look around at the state. Over in Spokane, it's a high of 68 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. And in the Tri-Cities, it's a little bit warm as we see a high of 71 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. And now at Yakima, it's at 68 degrees with a low of 49. Now moving on to the west side, Seattle has a high of 66 degree and a low of 53, and it's expecting a 20% chance of rain tonight. And also in Olympia, there is a high of 69 degrees and a low of 50 degree. And now let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. And as you can see, it's going to be, we are expecting some rain. We're expecting some rain over the weekend, of course, on Saturday and Sunday. And so if you're heading out, do not forget your umbrella. And for those Coug fans, make sure to plan ahead for game day on Saturday. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sona. The Cougs are all set to take the field Saturday. But are they ready for USC and their new head coach?
And we've got WSU volleyball and soccer on the road this week. Henry Lenhart's got your sports fix next.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
WSU is taking on USC this weekend in Pullman. USC head coach Clay Helton was fired earlier this week and replaced with interim head coach Dante Williams. WSU coach Nick Rolovich addressed if his preparation changes at all after practice.
Making sure our rules are sound, our effort's good, film study. You know, I don't see a wholesale change coming.
The game is set to kick off at 12:30 and will be aired on Fox. Now, WSU women's soccer team is on the road in Denver, Colorado, playing the University of Denver. Last time the Cougs played, they were in Kansas playing the Jayhawks, where they won 3-0. WSU goalie Nadia Cooper became the first true freshman to win her first career start on the road since 2000. The game against Denver starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time and will be live streamed by Denver. The women's volleyball team is heading down to Santa Barbara for the Thunderdome Classic, hosted by UC Santa Barbara. WSU has 3 games this weekend, starting on Friday against UCSB. VCU is also in the tournament and will play the Cougs on Saturday. The Cougs are looking to continue their winning ways after winning all 3 matches in the Cougar Challenge last week. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Henry. Well, the Latah County Fair opened today.
And there's live music on Main. Where to catch your local events next.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Wrapping up today, we've got some fun things you can put on your calendar for the weekend. The Latah County Fair kicked off today and is open until 10 p.m. tonight, and will be running from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, as well as from Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pullman's Music on Main is also happening tonight, with Eric Jessup performing at 5:30 in the Pine Street Plaza. Anyone attending is encouraged to bring a chair and maybe pick up some dinner from a local business. Thank you for watching. If you missed anything in this newscast, you can check us up on your YouTube channel.